Thank you so much for joining me. I am Dr. Lynda Cramer and welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new to my channel, please know that I do 2 lives each week. Today is Sunday. No, it's not. Oh my God, because I've just changed it from Sunday. I'm now here on Saturdays, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. So if you're in America, Friday night. If you're in the UK, Europe area, it's around midnight Friday night for you guys now, okay? Today is free tarot days. Everybody gets a tarot card. If you come along before I start my live, as a lot of people already have, about 15 of them, I also give you a love dove card. Every card starts with the word love, okay? So that's today. If you're wanting to have a psychic reading, because today's just tarot, come along on Thursday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time, because I don't pull tarot cards. It's all psychic questions. Do you see me moving? Do you see me moving in with that guy? Do you see this? Do you see that? Ask away in the comments. If you do want a psychic reading with me one-on-one, because I don't charge for anything I do, all you have to do is follow the link in the description to get up to an hour and a half one-on-one with me privately, where we can spend time on Zoom talking about whatever confidentiality type of questions that you may want to ask me, because today is public, remember? Okay, so if you do want a private reading, I don't charge. I only ask for contributions through PayPal. Okay, I hope and pray today my comments are fixed. The last few weeks, there has been a lot of technical problems with YouTube. I'm not the only one experiencing this, okay? So whatever they've been doing in the background, because it's never good for us, right? We've got to remember that. Yeah, never good for us. But ultimately, they've been doing something, and like last Thursday, 3 days ago, I only got like 5 comments for the whole show. Look at me today. I'm getting heaps of questions already asking. Okay. Yeah, so just be aware, guys. There's a lot of stuff happening in the background that we're not getting told about. Okay, because who are we? We're just the minions that supply all the energy through the batteries that we are for them to be charged up and do whatever the hell they want on the planet. Okay, so let's go straight into tarot today. Who is my number 1 comment today? It came in from Barbara Byers. So guys, I go down the list of comments that I see. Okay, if I ever do miss you, please know I don't do it deliberately. Okay, I'm here for you. That's why I'm here today. I don't get charged. I don't get paid for this. Okay, I only earn about $15 a month if I'm lucky off YouTube, and they don't pay until you get $100. So I only get a payment from YouTube once or twice a year. So I'm not here for the money out of this. I'm here because of you. Okay, so Barbara Byers is my number 1 comment. If I do miss you guys, you're welcome to email me. My link is below in the email, and all you've got to say is, hey, I was a comment, you missed me. Okay, obviously, if it's after I finish my live, come back next week, because I'm only here for this hour and a half, and then I don't do any more comments after that. Okay, alrighty, so let's get straight into Barbara Byers today. La da 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 da, nanu nanu earthlings. Okay. I love this card. So Barbara says, warm hello to everyone. Thank you for the time and wisdom, Lynda. What will the cards reveal today? Well, the card for you today is the 9 of Pentacles. And if I'm accurate, which I've just got to look it up, because, hello, you're the first off the rank, so I'm going to give you a little treaty. I'm pretty sure I know what this card is about, but I just want to check it. Yes, the 9 of Pentacles is financial success. There you go. So that's a great card for you, Barbara. Hope everything's going in New Zealand. Did you see that Jacinta Ahern has just moved to Australia? Can we send her back? Anyway, you got the financial success card, and your little love dove card says love would think positive thoughts. So there's your 2 cards for today, Barbara Byers. You're welcome to pause the screen, write it down, so then you can look it up and find out what your card represents. Now, I just want to get my cards in order here. Okay, so they go over to there, and these go to here. Okay. Okay, so next one. Yes, I'm a little bit clogged up. Pardon me. It's raining, it's pouring down in Brisbane, Australia. So we've got all that chaos out there. We've had really bad winds for the last 2 days, and now it's raining. So, of course, everyone's playing up in their nasal systems, okay? Alrighty, so Barbara, hope you like that 9 of Pentacles. That was a good start, wasn't it? Okay, Josie, hello Linda. Will my colleagues keep out of my process of reevaluation of my research? XYZ at LIU College of Veterinary Medicine. Draw a card for such. Thank you. Honey, it's a good time for you to start learning how to set boundaries. You know, if you've got people interfering with stuff, all you got to do is just walk up to them and say, hey, this is how I feel. Okay? Don't worry if they get offended, because you've got to remember here, these are the people who will be going for the same jobs as you are when you finish this course. If they're in there doing veterinary medicine as well, you're all going to be competing for the best jobs. So why would you be they're probably interfering so they learn more, okay? But first person that matters to you is always you. You've got the capacity and the boundary to tell them not to get involved with your stuff if you don't want to, okay? And on the other hand, it could be beneficial for you because that's your opportunity to know what they know, okay? If you want to learn this about me, then hey, share something that I don't know, because you all want to get to be the best of your best, right? So use it to your best advantage. Okay, so the card I got for you is the Knight of Pentacles. Another Pentacles just came out, and love willingly compromises and accommodates other people's needs. Now, I don't pull these cards out, guys. These are random cards that the universe throws out for me, okay? So there's your 2 cards for the day. Love willingly compromises. As I just said, talk to these other people and compromise. Hey, if you want me to help you do this, what's backing it for me? Okay, negotiate. That's what the cards are saying. Okay, so next person is Everly. Hello, Linda. I just got a reception back. Yes, I have read this one previously when I was pulling your card for you, Everly. Oh my God, pulled my car over on the highway. I'm driving through the mountains to Canada to my mum's funeral. 18-hour drive. So I need a card from you. And then further down, she also says, by the way, we were all out here on the live 2 days ago trying to message for a reading, but that wasn't showing up on your end. YouTube has a lot to answer for, because my integrity, my reputation, my name is when I do my lives for you guys. I don't like it when external forces try to sabotage and pull me down. So please know it was not my fault, whatever happened. I hope today I'm getting all my messages back. Cross some fingers and my toes. But ultimately, we have to just bear with what they're doing, and we don't get attached to it. We have got too much going on, especially like Everly today, going up to her mum's funeral. Please stay safe on the road. I know how much snow, etc. is happening over there. I'm just going to blanket you with a protection, comfort, angel wings around you, keeping you safe so you get up there and home again, because it's going to be just as stressful driving home. So it's not just the trip going there, guys. You know, this is at least a 3 or 5 day trip for Everly. So if anyone is watching and you want to send over some love, she's driving up to Canada. So we don't have to know where she is. It could be California side, New York side, who cares? Just send out some love to her. What's it going to hurt us just to think about good things for somebody else, right? There's too much HATE in the world right now. So, Everly, I got you a card, darling. you got the Temperance card. This is number 14 in the Major Arcana, Temperance card. And love would trust in the angels to guide their pathway. Now, if you do get some sort of gut feeling, don't go down that road, go that way. This is what this card is representing. Follow your gut with where you're going. Obviously, it's been a long time since you've done that road trip, so please be careful. Trust your instincts. That's what the card means. Love would trust in the angels to guide their pathway. With the Temperance card. Okay, Everly? Please know I'm thinking of you, darling, and I will be sending out a lot of energy for you to really help you through this process. I lost my dad last August, and it's still a shitstorm, and I'm going to be honest there. My family have turned absolute narcissistic tyrants, and for whatever reason they have, I don't need to know it. It's their issues, it's their guilt that's making them the people they are. Once we allow the universe to work in our favor, and once we forgive people and we don't want to know other people's businesses, we live happy, healthy, and harmonized. I'm 60 next Thursday, and I believe, yes, my body is aging, but here I am still as young as I was in my 30s. And you know what? That is what I strive everyone who follows me to be like, okay? So when we've got people obviously going through rough times, send love, send hope, send harmony to counterbalance that grief and all those words that we say that we shouldn't have said when we're in those times of confused, frustrated grief. Okay? So please understand, Beverly, I'm with you. Okay? I'm supporting you because I love you. Okay? I'll be sending everything I've got over to help you get this journey over. Okay. Day 5650. Hi, Linda. How will my lab assessment on Monday and my lecture test on Tuesday go? Well, I have pulled a card specifically for those questions, and you got the Six of Pentacles. Now, it's another Pentacles. We've got it 3 out of 4 cards today have already been the Pentacles. So you've got the Six of Pentacles. Please Google this because there are so many different versions of what this card can mean. So once you find the one specifically for these courses and exams that you're going through, that's when you get your answer, okay? Love tells you how it feels about you. So this is where honesty comes in. Be honest. If you're not finding that you're coping with your courses or you're a bit scared about your lectures, etc., talk to the people involved. Say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Is this something just within me as a sabotage or a self-doubt, or is it something I really need to work on? They will be honest back. So open up and be transparent with what's going on around you with that Six of Pentacles, day 5650. Okay? Yes, because ultimately I want everyone to succeed. Okay? That's where I'm at. I want everybody to succeed. Okay. Brenda Cathers says, Brenda would like you to pull a card, please. Sure. Oh my God. Now, I don't usually look at these cards before I go live. You'll see it when I start my card pulling after I get through these comments that commented before I go live. I don't look at the cards, okay? I don't get time to. Seriously? It's 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning for me. I've got dishes to clean, breakfast to have. I just did a load of washing. I don't get time to actually look at the cards. I just pull them. I look at the name in the comments, like right now, Brenda Carruthers. I look at and as I'm shuffling, I just say, give me a card for this person, and it shoots out, and I just put it down. Then I do the same with my little love dove cards. So the devil is a representation of all our self-doubts. All those nasty little thoughts that come through our minds at 3 a.m. type things. Okay? This is your time to let all that go. Tell it to nick off, go away, no right, no permission to be on you, never come back sort of situation. Use conviction in your words, because the more conviction we have, the more energy we are creating. So it actually does create a reality of that outcome we want to manifest. Okay? So, Brendan Carruthers, you got the Devil card. This is your chance to go through and self-analyze all your self-doubts that you've got. Anyone telling you anything about you? Why are you listening to gossip is another thing. Don't do that. Okay? I personally don't give a hoo-ha about anything anyone ever says to me. Over the years, I've had some bad feedback, but you know what? I do take it on board and I read it and I think, is this something that I can actually change or aspire to be? You know, but if it's just some random idiot lunatic, because if you watched my video the other day about lunatics and why we're becoming lunatics, well, not me, because I don't get involved in other people's chaos, okay? But the more that we can convict ourselves to be who we are, try to strive and be who we are, we don't get involved with what's going around, we don't get this chaos occurring from the devil. Okay? Your love dove card says love goes swimming when it gets hot. So this is all about love care, self-care. Okay, Brenda? Self-care. So when you feel hot, we go swimming. So if you're feeling clouded, overrun by all this devil activity going on, take a time out. Go for a walk and really declutter all your thoughts. Make notes. That's what I love doing. Write down things. Today I'm feeling like blah, 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 blah. And, oh yeah, that happened, blah, blah, blah. And it made me feel like blah, 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 blah. So I write that down because then I can assess it to work out why I have an emotional reaction to what goes on around me. And usually we find that our emotions are reactions to other external factors around us. No one ever does just get happy. We get happy because we see a puppy. We get happy because it's a nice sunny day, so we go to the beach. Okay? No one ever just gets sad. We get sad because, okay, something happened to create it. So please look at anything that your emotional state is creating and eliminate it. And that's a lot harder to do than to say. Okay, I know that for a fact. But the more we tell all those self-doubts to disappear, guess what happens? We start to live a far better life, you know? And that's coming from me, who's got chronic post-traumatic stress syndrome. Oh my God. You don't want to know what my nights are like, okay? That's why I don't do videos every day. I will never commit to doing videos every day because I can't, because there's days when I have to go into my shell and work out my own stuff that's going on, okay? Because ultimately I can't be here for everybody every day. Sometimes I've got to be here for me as well, okay? So Robert Harris is next. Good morning, Lynda. Hope you're having a great weekend. I want to send my love and best wishes to everyone here. And then he says, May, Melanie, and I have cards for the weekend. Please, so Robert, I've got your cards here. Yes. Did I get it right? Yes. Okay. When it's two people that ask for cards like Robert and Mel, I've got consent from both, so I'm happy to do this. I always have to look at the card to make sure that one's Robert's, that one's Mel's, okay? So I get them right, okay? All right, so Robert, you got the Page of Pentacles. Now, I want to go back to what you told me because this is news coming. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So keep going with what you were talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about to say keep talking about what you're talking about, okay? Because this is a really good card. And your Love Dove card says love would do small acts of kindness. So this is for Robert, okay? So there's Robert's. Love would do small acts of kindness, and I know you already do, okay? Now for Mel, oh my God, Mel got the Judgment card. So this could be, you know, you've got a dynamic changing in your household. Robert, you've got this thing going forward. So it's obvious, it's psychological And it's okay, this is actually just normal. If Mel has any sort of weird, crazy little thoughts, because that dynamic is now changing. Robert's now spending time doing this. What am I going to do? So we get this judgment card coming in. Then why is he spending 3 hours on the computer for? Why isn't he spending 3 hours on the computer for? Go in there and do more work. So this is where Mel has got to just sit back and look at herself as to why there's these judgments coming in. Okay? There are things going on in the background for both of you. We know that. And I just heard sheep again. Oh my gosh. That was a loud bah. Okay, so you've got things going on in the background, right? But ultimately, these are good things. And when good things are coming, we always self-sabotage it. Our little brain, this doofus of a little brain that we have, says, we don't want change. We want it to be the way we were. We like being stressed. We like being in this uncomfortable zone because we're so used to it. So this is where we've got to tell our brains, hang on, we didn't like it because it stressed us out. We're now getting used to not being stressed. So how about you just chill and just allow what comes to come? So that's how we've got to talk to our brain. I talk to myself in the mirror all day long. Every chance I get, I look straight into the mirror and I say, Linda, did you just do what you could do for that person? What else could have you said? Did you say it right? So I analyze myself all the time, guys, to try and be a better person, okay? So that's where Mel's got this week coming, okay? And her love dove card says love would go for a walk in the sunshine. Perfect. So when we get all those self-doubts and stuff coming in, of course we go for a walk in the sunshine, clear our heads. Okay? Clear our heads. Yeah. So I'll just put Robert's up as well because I know that you're both together. So there you go. You can pause the screen, have a look at both of your cards together. Okay? Robert, this one's Mel's, this one's Robert's. Yep, so Mel got this one, the Judgment card. And Robert got the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Alrighty, so they're now done. Okay. Let's just keep moving on. Colin, good morning and all here. Nano, Earth humans. I saw this meme and it was Scully and Mulder from the X-Files, and they're talking in a car. Mulder's having a cigarette, and he said, and Scully says, "What if we're the aliens? What if we're the aliens?" Well, I actually believe that we are the aliens. Okay? Alrighty, so I love that you just said that, Colin. I really appreciate that. Okay, so Colin, your card is the King of Wands. Ooh, lovely card for the King of Wands. And your Love Dove card says, love trusts that all will work out for the best in the end. So I'm just going to put that up there too for you, Colin, so you can just go and Google that, find your own special meaning, okay? Yeah, how cool is that? With the King of Wands coming in for the morning. Yes! I love it! You know, this next week energy, well, for me specifically, it's really great. You know, my next live for you guys is on Thursday. You know what Thursday is? It's my 60th birthday, but I'm going to be here doing live psychic questions because you guys mean so much to me. I can't tell you how gratifying it feels when I do my stuff for you guys. I get off here some days, not last week, 3 days ago, because that was a bit of a dismal thing with YouTube going down, but sometimes I get off here and it's like, oh my God, I really hope I just gave that person something to give them hope to get through what they're going through, you know? Yeah, because that's what I'm here for. I want to help as many people as I possibly can with all the stuff going on in our lives. You know, it's horrible what's going on. So let's just keep moving forward, stay in focus, stay in happy. Excuse me. Happy is the word. Okay, so Rob Collin got his one. Anne Marie Oliveira, C4G. Morning, can I have a card? Yes, you can. Okay, you got the four. My God, more pentacles. Four of pentacles this time. Okay, and your love dove card says, love believes in fairness and justice. There you go. Please write that down and please look it up and find out what your card represents for yourself. Okay? Alrighty. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. I do 2 lives per week. They're absolutely free. Today is free tarot cards. Everybody who comments gets a tarot card. If you come online before I go live at 9 a.m. Brisbane time, you also get the Love Dove card. Okay? On Thursday, 9 a.m., Wednesday night if you're in America, okay, please come along and ask your psychic questions in the comments, okay? No tarot cards are on my other day, and here I don't answer psychic questions. I pull cards for people, okay? If you do want a private reading with me, I do have heaps of spots available moving forward, okay? Yes, I got extremely busy there for a while, but you're welcome to follow the link in the description below. I don't charge for what I do. I only ask for a contribution through PayPal. Email me with what you've sent so I know it's you. Let me know where you live so we can set up time zones, and then I send you a Zoom link. Okay? It's easy to get a reading with me. Okay? I don't have to do testimonials because I get so many of them. Okay? Go and watch my prediction video that I did at the end of December. There's a lot of things I said in there that have already been happening and coming true, including the avalanche that just happened in France, which I've told people about since last November. So there you go, guys. I don't have to do testimonials. All right, so this card here is Little Wave. Hi, Linda. May I please have a card for the week? Best to you. Little Wave, you got the Knight of Wands. I like that card, Knight of Wands. And love cries openly at sad movies. So there's your cards, Little Wave. Love you. I do. I love you. How often do we tell people that we love them? Come on. You know, I was in the supermarket the other day. Oh, my God. I get myself into so much trouble. So I was in the supermarket the other day. All I needed was milk and some bananas. And as I'm reaching up to get the milk, my arm got sore. So there was this guy there, and I said, excuse me, can you just reach up and get the milk for me? And he reached up, and as he gave it to me, I said, oh, thank you, I love you. And I went, oh, my God, I just told a total stranger I love them. But you know what? I don't feel bad about it. He ended up having this little snigger thing, and he walked off. He probably was going to have a great day at the end of that, you know? So, now my computer just clicked on something. I've got a little thing here. It's at the top of the comments, and if I click it, top fans, look at this. It shows me who my top fans are. So number 1 is Little Wave. Number 2 is Robert Harris. 3 is Eric and Serena. 4, Julie Youngren. 5 is Plate of Spaghetti. Who is Plate of Spaghetti? Thank you so much for being here. And then we've got Everly, Barbara Byers, Colin M, Simrano. Okay. And number 10 coming in, not so much last because you're still beautiful, Brenda Carruthers. So I just saw how I can see my top fans. So it's on the comments, and it says top chat on the left, and on the other side it says top fans. And I just clicked it, and it tells you all the top fans. So I like giving credit where it's due. Thank you so much for being here, people. Okay. I do not do super chats, have you noticed? And I do not do member-only videos. The only way I make money out of what I do is if you guys contribute to what I do. So if you do find today that you're liking what I'm talking about, please drop a little something through PayPal. Okay. I used to do buy me a coffee, but they take half of what you send over. If I set up super chats, YouTube, you know that billionaire that runs YouTube, he makes half of what you contribute. So I only get half of it. He gets the other half. Why would I want that? I don't want your money going to billionaires. So I use PayPal. Okay. Yeah. So there you go, guys. If you do want to make a contribution, if you like the cards, if you like the readings that I do for you, it's energy transference. Okay. That's how we'd call it. Okay, so little wave, I've got your cards, and as I just said, you've got the Knight of Wands and Love Close Open, that sad movie. So I'm just going to put that up there for you again. Okay, so please go and check that one out. Okay, if anybody here does want a private reading from me, please follow the link below. I don't charge for what I do. I only ask for a contribution through PayPal. Email me, let me know how much you've sent over, let me know where you live so we can set up time zones, and then once we set a time and date, I send you over a Zoom call. I usually like booking people in within 3 days, okay? So if you made a PayPal today, I could fit you in from Monday morning. Okay, so moving along, now we've got Robert in Engwas. Hi, Linda, I definitely need a card from you. I hope you're well today. I'm hanging on. You know, guys, it's a struggle for so many of us. So please, Robert, don't feel that you're alone. I saw what happened with you on Facebook. My heart bled for you because I had the same sort of thing a few weeks ago. I don't know why we're getting singled out. Probably because we're on the wrong side of what they want. Think of it that way. And in that way of saying it like that, we're on the wrong way of what they're trying to accomplish. That makes me feel so proud. So much love and so much eagerness to keep going and be that strong angelic force moving forward to help other people. We can't just give up because they want us to. Okay? So please, Robert, no, you're not alone. You're welcome to email me, text me, or contact me in any way or form. All my contact is below. Okay? Today, your card is the Eight of Wands. Okay? Love has no need to fabricate stories or tell lies. So this is where you be honest with people. Okay? I always find that it's best to be honest with people. Okay, so there's your cards, Robert. Please know you're not alone, darling. Okay? It's horrible what we're going through. Okay. So the next person on the list, Debbie Onley, another one going through some hard stuff at this point. Morning, Linda and everyone. Hopefully no glitches today. Well, cross fingers. And any insightful message, please. Yes, you got the Page of Swords. Okay, news coming. Now, we've got to remember when we get the page, it's always good news. Okay? It's always good news when a page turns up. Okay? So I want to go to this one. Love likes kittens and all baby animals. So this is where we look at children and babies. They don't give a heck about bills. They don't give a heck about if the house next door burns down. They don't give a heck about gossiping neighbours. They don't give a heck about business, corporation, organisational policies, procedures and legislation. Babies just allow everything and just don't get involved. That's what I'm feeling for you because you've got the swords. It's the Page of Swords, which is to me, don't get involved with what's coming. There is great things coming for you, Debbie. So look at this one. Love likes kittens and all baby animals. This is your time to really go back into your youth and say what's important to you. Okay? Yeah, so I'll just put it up there so you can see both cards for you. Okay, so that's Debbie. Okay, getting through. So, Celtic calm. Well, okay, now bear with me because my screen just refreshed. Oops, come on. Keep them going. Okay. Okay, so I've just got to keep going back up to find where I just was. Look at all the comments today. I'm so happy. Comments are working again. Oh, look at all the people coming in. Okay, now I know Julie Youngren was one of the ones. Here we go. Celtic Calm. Celtic Arm 5. Hello, Linda. May I have a card on advice from you and your lady on possible love interest? I love it when people ask me about love because that gives me hope. And it makes me know that you're somebody who's truly trying out there. You know, you're doing such an amazing job because you're asking for love. And when we put that love out there to the universe, bring me love, bring me love. And if we match the love that we want to create, so we've always got to be that energized person. You know, I will tell you what's just happened last night for me before I continue with Celtic Arms. We've got a new little pizza place that's opened across the road. It's a 3-wheeled truck. It is so cute. So cute. And the sides open up and they've got pizza ovens. They've got little pull-out drawers with all their they've got a fridge and a freezer in this truck, right? It's brilliantly made. So we went over last night, my daughter and I, to get pizzas. And we got pizzas, and I was talking to the lady that runs it, and she said, oh, yeah, we're just a startup. You know, we're just putting the energy out there that we get people. And I thought, I'm going to take some photos and put this on Facebook in a couple of groups that I'm in. Okay. I ended up getting a message from one lady, and she said, oh, my God, that's my mum. So see how we attract in when we're the energy that we want to receive. So if you want a guy or a girl, well, let's go there. Juggle, right? When we want a partner, create in your mind what that partner does, and then ask yourself if you're doing that. If you want a guy who's loyal, are you loyal? If you want them to be dedicated, are you dedicated? If you want somebody who's rich, what are you doing to create your own wealth? That sort of thing. Because when we create it ourselves and we become this self-love icon, okay, because it is an icon, we attract in other people on that same wavelength, okay? So I say a simple thing. If you want to attract in a sailor, a guy who owns his own ship, he goes out in the lakes and he's sailing around the world, and you want to live that lifestyle of living on the boats with your sailor, you don't go looking for him in the desert, okay? It's never going to work. So you've got to become the energy of what it is that you want, okay? So Celtic Arm, I hope and pray that means something for you, okay? Because your cards, let me just make sure, yes, your card is the High Priestess. That means you've got it in you to manifest everything that you want. So I'm just going to put that up there, the High Priestess card. And love fixes things when they break. So this is a lady who manifests things. We fix things. So when we self-analyze ourselves, and you might say, oh, you know what? I know that I have a habit of being late to things, so I'm going to try and fix that. So I'm going to be on time more. That sort of thing. That's what the card is now trying to tell you. Okay? So please look at yourself, Celtic Arm, because none of us are perfect. I'm certainly nowhere near perfect. Okay? But every day I try to be like that. And that's what I want for you and for everybody else watching, okay? Love fixes things when they break. All right, so please go look at the High Priestess card. I'm just going to show that again because I love that card. That is so beautiful. Wow. Isn't it funny your name is Celtic? Okay, let's keep moving. Sophia. Okay, hi, Linda. May I have our card for the month of March, please? Yes, you can. Oh my God. As you see, I don't look at these cards before they come out. Oh, you got a really good card, and I hope you go and look this one up because it's the Ace of Cups. Oh my God. La. This is the card when you can sit there and go, oh. Wow. Wow and wow. Things are coming. Okay. Sophia. How amazing is that? Okay. Love would start a creative new project. So, what are your thoughts? If you watch my prediction video that I did at the end of December, so it's 2026 predictions, right? In there, I say that this is the horse fire year. This is our year of doing things. We're going to be running out of that barn full-fledged, running down the hill. Doing stuff. This is our year to create who we want to be. Okay. So please hold that horse by the reins because it's in Chinese astrology, we're the horse. Okay. And just a note here, I'm 60 next Thursday. So I'll be here on my live doing on my 60th birthday. So I know I am a fire horse. I was born in the fire horse year. Okay, out of the 4 elements, I'm fire, and out of the Chinese 12 horoscopes, I am a horse. That's why I love my hair because it's my mane. Okay, so so we just have to accept who we are, go with the flow of what we are. Okay. So, Sophia, you got Ace of Cups. Oh, my God. What a great card you got. Oh, my goodness. Okay. LLGL2XC. Hello, Linda. May I have a card, please? Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I think you're awesome, too. Okay. I got your card. You got the 4 of Swords. Okay, but just remember the swords are not touching him, and he can always pick up the one beside him to ward off whatever is happening. Okay, so you got the 4 of Swords. And love protects the young from harm. Now, you've got to put these cards into context, people. Okay? Love protects the young from harm. As well as the 4 of Swords. Okay. So there you go. You got your card for the week. Yes! So 2 more. And then I have to start shuffling because that's when I went live about 45 minutes ago. So Julie Youngren, yes, you made it. You've got a card. Well, you got 2 because you were here before I started my live. Hi, Linda. Nanu. Hi to all. Big hugs to Everly. Thank you so much for saying that. Glad to know it wasn't just me that was invisible. Yes, we've had technical issues with YouTube. May I have a card and an LD Love Dove card? Yes, you do. Any insight on my interview from Monday? God, I'm hoping and praying. Oh, God, I'm hoping and praying. You weren't the last interview. I'm seeing that they were doing interviews like Tuesday, Wednesday as well. So hopefully they spent Thursday, Friday working out details, doing safety checks or whatever they have to do, criminal records and all that sort of stuff of who they want. So by next week, Tuesday, I'm hearing. Okay, let's see what happens for you Tuesday. Okay, because today you got the 8 of Swords. Now, this is a woman who's feeling confined, but she's actually not. Okay, the swords aren't touching the ground, and she can really just get out. She can lift the blindfold off anytime she wants. Okay, so it's not as bad as what you're seeing. Okay, love would be thoughtful and caring. So the more good energy that you're putting out there, especially with this 8 of Swords energy, the more energy that you're thinking about good things, you're creating all that good stuff to come back into you. Okay, this is how karma works. What we put out, we get back, and it's usually tenfold. Okay, yeah. So Julie, please go look at the 8 of Swords. Okay, alrighty. So Little Wave, she got a card. Hi, Linda. I tried several times last week. Sorry I missed you. Some issue with your YouTube. Yes, there was. Julie Youngren says it was frustrating for sure. Not as frustrating it was for me. I spent a whole day looking through YouTube. Do you know how hard it is to contact YouTube? You can't. You can't. So I was watching videos after videos, how to get comments back onto your live. And oh my God, you waste 20 minutes for a guy to tell me what I already know. And that was just one video. So then I watched another video. Oh my God, because it's all videos, people doing how-to videos. Great. Anyway, yes. So Anna Vinberg, now you're my last card before I went live. Oh my God, Anna. You know, there's cards in the tarot and then there's just cards in the tarot. And I want you to know you got a good one. Yes. Because you got the Star card. This is the Start Again card. Okay? This is a magic card. This is a whatever you want. Yeah, let's just do Roy Orbison. Come on, I haven't sung for the day. Anything you want, you've got it. Anything you need, you've got it. Anything at all, you got it. Because you've got the Star card bringing it in for you. Oh my gosh, how good is that? Wow. The Star card, Anna. Your Love Dove card. Love would take out the trash and sweep floors. So this is where you're clearing out. I'll put it up there so you can read it. Sorry. This is the time now to release all the stuff from the past that you don't want in your life anymore. Let it all go. Just allow the universe to do what it wants under this energy of the Star. Please Google it and find out what it means. Okay, I can tell you what it means. It means really good stuff. Okay, wow. So now I know that I just said that was it for my Love Dove cards. But my next person who commented, Peregrinus Fella, I want you to feel a little bit special. So you've only missed out by about 15 seconds. Let me just connect with my cards because I've just finished all the comments that came on before I started my live. So let me just tell you how I operate my lives, guys. I do 2 lives a week. Thursday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time, I do free psychic readings. Comment all your questions. Do you see me moving? Should I change my job? Whatever it is that you want to find out. Okay. Today, which started at 9 a.m. Brisbane time, which is Saturday for me. So it's Friday night in the US, Friday midnight if you're in Europe. Here's your card. Sorry, energy, just getting it right. So today is tarots. I usually set up my lives an hour and a half before I go live, so you can comment before I go live. So today, anyone who was a comment before I started my live, you get also the Love Dove card. Okay, so because Peregrinus Fella just missed it by about 30 seconds, and because Peregrinus Fella is somebody who is here all the time, and we know about their pet pigeon called Disco, okay, please know I got you both cards, okay? I want you to feel valuable, and I thank you for your email too. So Peregrinus Fella, good morning, Linda. Can we get a card and a reading for Disco? Disco is a pigeon. It was injured, and now it's getting better, hopefully, because a lot of us have been putting good energy out there for Disco the pigeon. Little fella's had a big week with his Uncle Carl on the bus and has come back a little worse for a week. For where? So guess what? Queen of Swords. I'd like you to go research what that card represents. And the Love Dove card is love would plant a garden of flowers. There you go. So this is what we sow later on, planting the seeds now. It's like taking your vitamins today so you're healthy next week, that sort of thing, okay? Yep, so Peregrinus Fella, thank you so much for letting us know about Disco the pigeon. Okay, Disco the pigeon. Okay, Jacqueline Spirit Seeker. I love your name, Jacqueline. Thank you so much for being here. Good day, my first time here. Hi, I'm Lynda Cramer, okay? If you don't know who I am, I'm the lady who died in 2001 and I went to heaven for 5 years. I had an extremely long near-death experience where I went to heaven. I do have a book, 5 Years in Heaven, where I went, what I saw. I talk about things that I see. I've got pictures in my book about what I saw, including this one, which is my cover. This is me doing my life review in front of these 3 beings. Okay. If you want to know for free what happened to me, click my name, go to my playlists, and I've got a whole playlist there on heaven information. What was my life review like? What was it like talking to my great-great-great-great-grandmother? Why are there chairs in heaven? Do we see our loved pets in heaven? All those questions, I've probably answered it. It's in that playlist, and they're all free to watch and listen to. Please don't watch me, okay? Listen to the words coming out of my mouth, okay? All right? So thank you so much for being here, Jacqueline. Okay, today's free. Tarot days. Yes, because I am a psychic, okay? I just did a video in November, all my prophecies for 2026. A lot of stuff that I said is now coming true, okay? Yes, I get good prophecies, I get bad ones where people get killed, unfortunately. And unfortunately, we've already had that occur already, which I prophesied would happen in early February. So it does break my heart when I get things absolutely correct in my prophecies. So if anyone does want a private reading from me, the link is below. I don't charge. I only ask for contributions. We set up a Zoom call and we can talk for up to an hour and a half privately about what you're going through. So Jacqueline, Spirit Seeker, I love your name. You got the 2 of Cups. Uh-oh. Don't mind. I don't like the 2s. Okay. Yeah. Decision times. Okay. So you got the 2 of Cups, Jacqueline. Okay, so now we go over to Willow. And as you can see, guys, I've got to shuffle my deck now. Okay, all right, Willow. Hello, wishing you a relaxing weekend. May I have a card, please? Yes, Willow, I'm shuffling you out a card right now as I talk. Okay, yes, love that you're here. And I do apologize on behalf of YouTube. All that craziness that we've had the last couple of weeks, I do apologize for. Hopefully now it's fixed, whatever they're doing in the background, right? We've had technical problems here with everything in Australia. Internet outages, we've had phones going down. My friend rang me the other day and we could hear this clicking. It was like someone was recording and listening to us. And as you know, they listen to everything. But it was just this, it was like the old, when we used to have the old rotary phones and you'd put the receiver down and you could hear that click, click, click when you're pressing the buttons. It was like that. And I said to my friend, I said, what the hell? That's weird. Or it's going through like a, the old phone exchanges where they had to like switchboard things. Yeah, it was like that. Really weird was happening. So anyway, Jacqueline, I got you a card. Oh, no. Yeah, Jacqueline, I just did your card. Okay, yeah. So Willow, hello, wishing you a relaxing weekend. Willow, sorry, darling. I moved my mouse down so it covers where I'm at, the comment. Okay, Willow, this is your card, darling. Ace of Pentacles. Another ace. Another Pentacles. They're all coming out today. Wow. Please go research what that one means for you, okay? Put it into context with what you're going through at this point, okay? Yay, Willow, love you. Okay, so just going to refresh my screen again. Now we go over to Bad Boy Byron, NQ. Good morning, Linda. Can I please get a card for myself? Got a lot going on at the moment and still waiting on Derek's call. I honestly don't think you're going to get it. And I think of what I said to you was, why would you want it? Okay. And if he does come back, think hard about how you're going to handle that. Okay. Write it all down, what you'd say to them. Oh, my God. But look at the card you just got. Bad Boy Byron, you got the Chariot. The war has already been won. So whatever has happened, it's already over. Because this is the celebration card that comes at the end of the war. Okay, the Chariot comes out at the end of the war. So, yeah, please Google what the Chariot card means, okay? But it's telling me that Derek's not coming back. Yeah, it's time to move on. Think about who you were because of that person. Think about what that person taught you, who you want to be as a result of it, because ultimately people do come into our life for a reason, and it's usually to teach us how to be better people. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So now we go over to Avalon the Virgo. Oh, I like your name. Avalon the Virgo. Hello. Will I be able to get everything in order to move out by April? If not, when? Well, that's the sort of question that I prefer to have on Thursdays when I do my psychic days. Today's tarot. So I'm going to pull you out a tarot card for this question. Okay, Avalon the Virgo. Yay. Oh, there it goes. Just flick that. So the card you got was Page of Cups. Oh, my God, it's a page. Page means news coming. They're always good. And it's the cups. So Avalon the Virgo, you got a really good cup that means good things are coming. Okay? Everything in order to move out by April. This is the yes card. This is saying yes, everything's going to happen by April. Okay? Yeah, so just put your heart into it. You know, I look at how I moved into here. My rent went up double what it was. I had 2 weeks to get out. And I couldn't afford it. I had nowhere to go because rents were going up everywhere 2.5 years ago. So I went to bed and I surrendered. I let go. I looked up through the roof and I just said, I'm out. I'm not in charge of my life anymore. If you want me to keep going with what I'm doing, if you want me to continue doing what I'm doing, you've got to put me into a place where it's all going to work out. 3 days later, I get this random phone call from a lady who says, you don't know me, but we've got these units that are half price for people in your situation. What? So I moved within a week and a half. I was planning to live in my car outside of my daughter's school so I could go into the school every day to use the toilet. And I was willing to accept that if that's what the universe wanted for me. So when we allow and when we surrender and we just say to the universe, you know my life path, I've signed it before my birth. If this is something that I've destined for myself, I'm going to accept it because this is just one life out of my eternal soul's existence. There's obviously a reason I have to learn if I'm going to become homeless. Okay? Believe me, I've been homeless before. I lived in a women's shelter and on the street. I know what it's like to sleep under the awning of a shop. It's hard. It's very scary. It's the security. But you know what? It taught me so much about giving to people who have nothing. How to appreciate when someone just says hello to you. So I strive to be that person now. I go over to my shops and I think, are these people okay? I try my best to help everybody because I've learnt so much from the situations I've been in my own life. Okay? So everything's coming to you by April. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. All right, so let's just keep moving. Eric and Serena. Good morning, Lynda. Can we please get a card for Eric? Hasn't been feeling himself and says he feels like a tortoise who's lost his shell. Oh, no. Eric and Serena, if you want, take a photo of Eric so it's current. Send it over to me. My email's below. And I'll have a look because I read photos and I see injuries in people. Let me know what he's been diagnosed of to give me that backstory so I connect, and I'll tell you what's going on. Okay? I had a lady years ago, just to give you a testimonial here. She came to me and she said, I'm having an operation in 2 weeks because they've found 8 lumps in my uterus. So I looked at her and I said, honey, you've got a really big one at the back, but behind it there's another little one. So you've actually got 9. So before they put you under, please talk to your surgeon and say, please look behind the big one to see if there is a little one in there. So about 4 weeks later, she rang me up and she said, Lynda, you were right. He went in, he found the big one. He thought that was it. So he took it and the other 7 out, which were 8. But then he dug a little bit further and there was another one in the back. So I got it right. I saw 9 cysts in her uterus. That's the sort of stuff I do. That's the sort of stuff I love doing for people. And if you want it, send me a photo. Please do. Okay? That's what I'm here for. I do it for free. Okay? I do it for free out of the love I have for people. So the card that I have for Eric and Serena, you just got the 2 of Pentacles. Another Pentacles. Wow. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. So when I say to people, if you want a private reading from me, a Zoom call up to an hour and a half, just make a contribution through PayPal. I don't expect anything, but I have to ask for contributions because people then turn up. Because I do get a lot of no-shows when I say, hey, let's just organise a Zoom call for next Tuesday. They don't turn up because they're not financially invested in it for some reason. So please, in the last week, I've had 2 no-shows and it hurts. I spend all my time preparing, getting ready. I sit in the Zoom call for 10 minutes, plus all the emails that we've taken back and forward. So it's usually about an hour and a half that I've already invested before we spend an hour and a half talking. So for people just not to turn up, and then they don't even reply or email me and say, I'm really sorry I didn't turn up. To me, that's just disrespectful. So I've got to ask for a contribution, okay? Yeah. All I ask is something that you can afford. There's no contract with it, okay? So then you just email me, let me know where you live so we can set up time zones, and I'll send you a Zoom link when we're available. It's that easy. Oh, yeah. So Eric got his card. No, he didn't because he got the – I'm just going to do – if this is another card for you, then I'm going to give it to you. I can't remember if I gave you another one. But it's the Queen of Swords. You're welcome to come over and give me an email, okay? Queen of Swords. Okay, so let's go to Simrano. Hello. Hello, Lynda. Can I have a card on my career? Looking for a job. Well, it just flicked out. Oh, my God. Simran, you got the page. This is news coming, by the way. Pentacles is money, so there's money news coming. This could be a job offer, okay? Please keep it in your mind. Just put the energy out there. Say, hey, I really, 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 really want this, okay? And it will come for you. Okay. Alrighty. So, Simran, yes, you got really nice Pentacles page. Wow. Little Wave says, sorry for my short responses in a meeting. Thanks so much for being here. Yay, Little Wave. Here. Okay, well, yes, Little Wave, you did get a card earlier. Okay, let's go down. Play to Spaghetti. Hello, just subbed. Well, you came up as one of my top fans, Play to Spaghetti. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, please know you can welcome to go back through my playlists. All my videos are current. I don't do news, okay, unless it's my prediction videos. But absolutely, you're welcome to go through my playlist. I've got a personal development playlist where I talk about all the how-to spiritual stuff, okay? How to do your own aura cleanse, how to identify what's not our own energy, how to get rid of energy that's not ours, okay? How to give yourself a pep talk so we feel good and special for the day, okay? What is self-worth? How to be valuable. So I've got all those there in my self-development and psychic information videos. I've got one there about ghosts, if you're keen about ghosts, because I've spoken to ghosts since I was a kid. Then I've also got one there about all my heaven information when I died back in 2001. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I am here twice a week, guys. Today is Saturday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. I live in Australia. Tell by the accent, right? But if you're in America, it's Friday night. If you're in the UK, Europe, it's about midnight Friday night. So today is free. I don't do super chats. I don't do member-only videos because your money then goes half to YouTube. Don't do it. On Thursday, 9 a.m., I am also here free psychic questions days. Okay, that's when you can ask me all your questions. Do you see me getting a job by August? Do you see me moving home? All those type of questions, please ask me. I don't use the tarot cards, okay? So I do 2 lives every week. Yay! And because you're a new subscriber, you may not know this, but next Thursday, oh my God, it's making my eyes water because I'm so excited. I'm turning 60. It's my 60th birthday on Thursday. And guess where I'm going to be? Here, doing live psychic readings for you guys. That's my dedication. I've got a friend who wants to take me out for the day. And I said, well, we're not going until I do my live because I have people who want my help. That's how easy it is. So please come along, guys, next Thursday. I'm going to do something special. I'll show you all the gifts that I'm getting because I have been receiving a few gifts from people. Okay. And yeah, we're going to have a fun day. Psychic day. Psychic day. Okay. So plate of spaghetti. I'm getting is, oh, you got the 10 of swords. Plate of spaghetti. Will Christopher reach out to me after giving him my number? Is he interested? This card will let you know. Plate of spaghetti. Okay. At this point, you're feeling pretty daunted. Okay. The word that I'm getting is expectations. Okay. Don't have too many expectations about meeting someone for the first time. Okay. Just sit back and observe their actions. If they say they're going to ring Tuesday and they don't ring until Thursday, that's disrespect. That's, oh, sorry, you're an option, not a choice type stuff. You know, if I tell someone I'm going to ring you tomorrow, I ring tomorrow because they're important to me. Okay. I've got so many people who tell me, oh, I'll ring you tomorrow, and they never do because I'm not important to them. So sit back and observe what this guy's doing, okay? Let him prove himself to you, okay? Okay, Chirpy Angela, message redacted, message redacted. I'm still going to give you a card, okay? Chirpy Angela, tuning in. Chirpy Angela, tuning in. Natter, West soldiers. What do I call us? Soul-searching warriors. Okay, some days I call us the soul-searching survivors because there's so much war and stuff going on in this spiritual war at this point. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. People are going cray. Yes, that's the card. Thank you so much for showing it to me. So, Chippy Angela, I've got you a card, darling. You got the King of Wands. King of Wands for Chirpy Angela. King of Wands. Yay. Please go research that one. Find your own little special message for that one, okay? Yay. True. 111 love. Good morning. Dr. Lynda, may I have a card, please? Also, may I ask your opinion about walk-in souls? Like in Warren Beatty's movie, Heaven Can Wait. Oh, I know that movie. So for those who don't know the movie, he's a football star and he has an accident and he dies. So another soul comes into his body and lives his life. It's an excellent, excellent movie if you want to learn more about spirituality. Thank you so much for putting that out there, okay? Heaven Can Wait. I remember seeing that back like in the 70s. Warren Beatty was only like 20 years old in that movie, and look how old he is now. So thank you so much. Do I believe in this stuff? Yes, I do. I believe that there are walk-ins. Absolutely. I've actually, I haven't spoken to them like together, in person, but I have read stories where people have accidents and when they wake up, they don't remember their whole life before it. And then when people come to see them, they say, this is a totally different person in their body. So the person in the body dies, the soul dies, leaves that avatar, And then while they're in a coma or unconscious or whatever, dead, clinically dead like I was, then another soul can come in and take over that avatar. I believe it's true. Okay. Does it happen all the time? Well, do we die every day? No. Okay. Do we wake up from dying every day? Well, I've done it a few times in my life, a couple of times when I was a kid that I don't really remember. But then when I died when I was 36, I remember that one very well. Okay. But it was Lynda for the whole time. I never became somebody else. Unfortunately, some people would say unfortunately there, right? So I love that you've just asked that, True. Maybe let me just take a screenshot. I'm just going to take a screenshot of your comment. Let me just take a screenshot. That would be a really good video for me to do this week. I've got no readings this week. I'm 60 on Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm pretty well free at this point. So, yeah, I'm going to do some videos. That's actually a really good one about walk-in souls. I will do a video about that. Thank you so much for asking, True. Now, did I give you a card? I've been here now for over an hour and my brain gets a little bit more than usual. Scatterbrain. Okay, so if I've given you a card, I'm going to give you another one because I've still got my comment. My mouse is on your comment there. Ooh. Okay, there it is. It's that one. Yep, it's that one. Okay. Oh, you got the Sun card, True. How good is that one? So that tells you your question's true because the Sun is always news coming out. So what you just said's true. So yes, I'm gonna do a video about that this week. I've just taken a screenshot of. Make sure it is a screenshot. Can I read it? Yes, I can read it. Okay. Thank you so much. Hope that card, the Sun, helps you. Rose Quartz 9073. Hi, Lynda. Can I get a card on a relationship with Tony? Okay, now, Chirpy Angela, I've missed a comment from you somewhere because they were retracted. Okay, but Eric and Serena just commented and says, you've got to comment before I go live for a Love Dove card, and that's true. Okay, so we're at Rose Quartz 9073. Hi, Lynda, can I get a card on my relationship with Tony? You got the Star. Now, that's the second time today it's come out. And, you're here for a reason. You're in my energy. You're in the global energy of other people all over the planet watching. Okay. So when I get the same card coming out, like all Pentacles or all major arcanas, you've got to look at the importance of that as a global energy that you're a part of. Okay, we're like little ley lines in connecting like a little grid all around the planet. Someone's in China, someone's in Chile, I'm in Australia, there's someone down in New Zealand, someone's in the UK, someone in France, someone up in Russia. We all connect the dots to become this ley line of energy. And that's why sometimes we're all in that same, I'm just going to say it, like toilet bowl. Things go wrong, okay? But then the cards come out and it represents that in this energy that we're creating, everything's going well for us. So Rose Quartz, the Star card. I love your name, by the way. Okay, I've got so much Rose Quartz in my house. Someone once said to me, "How many crystals have I got in my house?" And I'd say I've got over 1,000. Okay, so maybe next week, one of the videos I'll do is maybe just show you some of my crystals that I've got. I'll bring them all in and put them here on my table, and I'll show you some of the crystals I've got, okay? Because people like to know what I've got in my house, obviously. Yeah, so the Star card, Rose Quartz, please go research what that one means for you. Okay, Eric and Serena says needs to comment before she goes live for a Love Dove. Yep. Chirpy Angela says thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, so please let me know. I set this up about 7:30 Brisbane time, okay? That's an hour and a half before I go live at 9. So in that hour and a half, while I'm out eating my breakfast, having a shower, I come in, and if there's comments, I pull cards, okay? And you also get the Love Dove card, one of these guys, okay? It's got the love on, it's got the dove, and every card starts with the word love. Whoops, there it is, there, love. So everybody gets one of those, okay? But once I go live, obviously I've got to shuffle. And if I was shuffling 2 decks for every person, I would not get through everybody. I do only stay here for an hour and a half. So I've got about another 15 minutes before I end my live. So I try and get through as many people as I possibly can. And that's why I say, please comment before I go live. So you get 2 cards instead of 1 as thank you. Also, then you can go off and do whatever you're doing. Come back tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever, and you can follow the chat stream so you know where you are in the queue, so you can just go forward and just watch your little bit where I give you a card, so you don't have to watch the whole show. How cool is that? Okay, alrighty. Now, talking about cards that we've just haven't had before, so I'm just going to go down. Eric need to comment before she goes live. Chirpy Angela says, thank you so much. I love all the love hearts. Great. Okay. Plate of spaghettis, laughing my ass off. People laugh at my username all the time. It's an old name. I love it, Plate of Spaghetti. Anna Marie's giving me some love and hugs. Okay, let me just scroll back up to where I was. Okay, the Savone. Hello, Lynda. What talent am I not monetizing that I should be? Thank you so much if you get my question. Well, today's not a question day. Today is tarot day. I do questions on Thursday. I'm not tapped in today. She's tapped in constantly, and today she's tapped into the card, so she gives these. The tarot card I just got for you, Savone, is King of Swords. Now, he's already come out today. Yay. He's already come out today. So that's good. I like it when the cards come out more than once because it shows that we're in this energetic, global energy field. Okay, so there's your cards for today. King of Swords. Okay, Madam Mocha, I would like to know your opinion on something. I think I have one of the Claires. Why are you saying might? Not that you might think you have. And I don't know how to verify. Am I too analytical and my mind never shuts up? First thing is, darling, don't ever doubt yourself. Okay? Pardon me. Please click on my name, go back to my channel, click on playlists. Under there, I've got like 10 different playlists. Find the one that says personal development, and there's also one there that says psychic information. Go through that playlist because there's about 100 videos just there, and you've got to stop doubting yourself, okay? I doubted myself growing up because I was brought up, sorry, good itchy nose. I was brought up in a family who constantly put me down. They told me that I was the black sheep. They told me that I was the problem. So I self-doubted constantly growing up. So I was never my full potential because I was relying on what they said about me, which is crazy, by the way. Then I went to America where I died, and guess what? I realized the only person I have to trust is me. The only one who I have to rely on is me. The only one who's making my future for me is me. I don't have to listen to the absolute negativity that people put on me because that's their opinion. It's their thoughts. It's their words which create energy that does affect us. So as soon as I put that boundary up and I put up that cage where they can't come into my energy, my aura, guess what happened? My psychic abilities all went boo. Plants talk to me, clothing talks to me, crystals talk to me, houses talk to me, cars talk to me. I went over to the crystal shop just yesterday. Everything's 50,000 crystals. So I've got to learn how to shut that down. Okay, I read photos. I see spirit guides. Wow, that's a big one. So I've got 5 books. Okay, I've got 5 books. One is all about psychic abilities, which is Psychics Explain. Spirit Guides and Life Paths Explain, because I see spirit guides, what they are, who they can be, what they do for us. Then I've got my NDE book, which is this one that I've got in print. 5 years in heaven when I die. That's my life review on the front. What do we do in the life review? Then I've got the meditation handbook, how to connect to our true self, our higher self. And there's another one in there that I've done as well. Anyway, doesn't matter because I've got 5 books now. Okay. But yeah, all my stuff's free. Aren't you lucky that you found a person who says, watch all my videos for free? I don't do super chats. I don't do member-only videos. The only way that you ever contribute to me is if you want a private reading. Okay? I would never say, I think I have. Because that's what you're doing, is you're telling your brain, well, maybe I don't. So the more you say, hang on, switch that around, yes, I am capable of this. I do have this. Okay? So one of my big things that I do is the I am, I have, I do's. So this is all my Post-it notes I have in my house. I be beautiful. I be kind. I be loving. I do create wealth. I do create harmony. I am happy. I have happiness. Look at them all. There's heaps of them. Heaps of them. I am thankful for. I am, I have. I am psychic. I have got psychic abilities. I do be a psychic. So the more that we tell our brain what we are, the more the brain creates it. Okay? The more we say to ourselves, I'm going to be happy today. Well, you don't say, I'm going to be happy, because then the brain says, well, you haven't got it yet, and that's what we're going to create. So we say, I am happy today. Because then, guess what happens? Boom! Look at this. Just because I just said, I am happy today. I'm so happy today. I'm so happy today. Wow. So the more we say, which is our intentions of our thoughts, okay, this is proven through science, neuroplasticity of our brain, going through our neuroplastic memories, which is the memory process. What's our memories? Our hippocampus, okay? So I know too much stuff, I forget it, okay? Because I've got a PhD in this stuff. There's so much stuff I've read, but I just can't remember it all because I'm just not an immortal soul at this point. I'm in the Lynda life. But ultimately, listen to my videos, okay, where I talk about this stuff, all right? Yeah. Don't just listen to me, Google it. There's heaps of people out there that we're all on the same wavelength, okay? I just don't charge you for what I do. All my videos are free. Yeah, if you want my books, all you got to do is just make a contribution through PayPal, and I send you 5 of my books as PDFs. Yeah, if you buy them all on Amazon, you're up for about $150. Oh my God, why would you do that? Okay, so I've got you a card, Metamoka 809. You got the Emperor card. Yeah. Please go research what this guy means. I know it's good. Okay. Yeah. You've come to the right person who's going to help you. My email is below. Why do you think I advertise my email? Because I love it when people email me for a private chat where they say, hey, can you help me with this? Please try and condense it to about 5 or 7 lines, because some of my emails I get and they're like 30 pages long, and it takes me an hour just to read it, and I don't get that time, okay? I get extremely busy, okay? But I always try to help those trying to help themselves. Okay, so I've just pulled my next card. So the Savon, I already got your card, yum, yum, yum. Anna Vinberg, thank you so much. Yeah, Little Wave, happy early birthday. Yay, I'll be here for next Thursday. Turning 60. Avalon the Virgo says thank you. Avalon the Virgo, oh, okay, I don't mind, thank you. Yep. Little Wave says thank you, Lynda, love you. Avalon the Virgo says really looking forward to that. Need to be able to control my environment, yes. Can't afford it just yet, but working hard to make it happen. That's right. Don't keep telling yourself that you're broke, because the more you tell yourself you're broke, the more you're creating that you're going to be broke. Okay? So when I go to bed, I always say, money's coming in, money's coming in, money's coming in. And you get that passion with it. Okay, even if you walk into the shop and you see 10 cents lying on the floor, money's coming in. So they're listening. Okay. Okay. Avalon says, well, Linda, okay. I think it's Raf Francesco. Hello, Linda, here in England. Yay! I love my UK friends. I lived in Surrey. I lived in East Sheen, just so you know. Okay, it's near Richmond. I lived near Richmond over there when I was 12. I went to a very posh girls' school. We had royalty there. No wonder my sister turned out the way she did. Going through that. But yeah, it's all good. But I loved England. I'm trying to get back over there. I want to go and see all the castles again. Yeah, I'd love to get back over and see all the castles again. Will I manage to move all my things out before I am getting eviction date from the bailiffs? Can I have a card, please? Oh, Raf, Francesca, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. You know, if you do want to have a private chat, my email is below. Okay, I do love getting emails from people. Hopefully I can give you some courage, encouragement, and support, and most of all, love, because that's what you're here for, right? So please know I love you. I've never met you, but I want to be everything to give you that hope that this is going to work out for you. Okay? Yeah, kindness and me just go hand in hand. You'll learn that. Okay. Hello, Linda, here in England. Will I manage to move all my things out before I get eviction? Yes, and I'm hearing it because you've got the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so let's just do a little special thing. Okay, Three of Pentacles. I'm just going to look it up in my Easy Tarot handbook. Where'd it go? Three of Pentacles. Where are you? 3, not 5, not 3, 3. Okay, the Three of Pentacles. So I like showing it so you know that I'm actually at the right page. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Just make sure it is the right one. Three of Pentacles reveals that through your effort, success is beginning to show. Okay, you should feel a sense of achievement now, along with some improvement materialistically. So I do believe that when doors shut, windows open, there's always a reason to leave where you were. This is the universe pushing you out so you become the new person where you'll be. Okay? Please look at this as an opportunity. Please look at this as somewhere where you've got the chance now to reestablish yourself, start being the person who you truly want to be, okay? Changing those routines and habits that we all have, okay, that we don't really, really, really want. Okay, like a little Spice Girls song, what you really, really want, because hello, you said you're in England, just so you know the Spice Girls. But at the end of the day, do what makes you happy. You've got my support, whatever you do. Okay, hope that card helps. Avalon the Virgo, wonderful, thank you so much. James Cole is on deck. Okay, James, let's get you a card. Hiya, Linda, just came in. What a story, my honey. That said, hope you're well. Oh, okay. I need to sort my PayPal out. It's been a while. I'll be back on it, I promise, if only you knew, but I guess you do because you... James Cole, 60, not one grey hair. Oh, you think? This is all grey. Look at this here. Look, this is all grey. That's all grey. I got so much grey. Oh, yeah. Now, hang on. If you want to see grey hair, okay, all you got to do is pick up the bottom and you put it on the top. See the difference? I got a lot of grey hair. Okay. I don't get embarrassed. I really don't. If anyone's just said, oh, wow, she really did that, guess what? Why get embarrassed? I was told by my parents, they told me stories. When I was a baby, there was times Mum and Dad drove me to the hospital and I was blue. So I know I've had NDEs when I was a baby. But the doctors told my mum that I'd need heart, lung, and kidney transplants. Never had one. And now they said I'd never reach 10. And I'm about to turn 60. So this is like the biggest ha-ha to all those naysayers that put me down. Do you know how proud I am of myself? I'm turning 60. Yeah, I've had major operations. I've had a broken neck, which I still have got because I'm happy to have that. I had a brain tumor and I've also had throat cancer, which I don't have anymore because I healed it naturally with raising my vibration, doing my I am, I have, I do's, and living healthily. I've got all the MRIs, all the CT scans, all the pathology to prove that I had it. Wow. If I can do anything remotely minuscule to help you guys, I love it. But I get so many brilliant testimonials. I had a guy come into my house. He was in a wheelchair. So I did electromagnetic healing on him. And within a month, he was walking. First time he came, he was in a wheelchair. Then he was still in a wheelchair. But then he came again. He was walking on crutches. He did that a few times. And then he came in with a walking stick. And the last time he came to my house, he said, I don't think I need you anymore. I'm walking by myself now. This was a guy in his 70s, pretty obese. But he went from a wheelchair, which is, as you know, someone in their 70s, they don't usually get out of wheelchairs. And I had him walking within a month because of me just doing like my own special whatever it is. So I help people as much as I can. I don't need to advertise him. I love talking about him, but you'll never know who he is because that's private. Because I don't do testimonials. I don't need to because I get so many. Wow. So anyway, James Cole, let's get you a card. Okay. Oh, I just realised. Oh, James, you got the Fool card. You know this is the strongest card in the deck, right? You know it, James. Why don't you just email me? Okay. Please go look up your Fool card. Oh my God, James. The Fool. Yeah, not as bad as you think. Okay. The Green Theron. Oh, I like this name. Okay, oops. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry, but yep, I'm just going to go back up. Hi, Linda. I have an interview coming up at the end of this month. It was supposed to be this week, but I had to reschedule it due to health issues. Can you pull a card for me, what my angel wants me to know? You got the Nine of Wands. Now, this is not a man giving up. This is a guy being delayed. Okay, so please look up the Nine of Wands. All right, now I'm just going to flick through to see if I've got anyone here. Bob Hope, how are you? Can I get a card? Yes, I'll give you a card. Yeah, because my time's up, guys, but I'm still here. I love yous all. Okay, and if you want to hang around, I always pull myself a card at the end. Card for Linda at the end. So, Bob Hope, let's get you a card. Here it is. You got the King of Wands. He's already come out today as well. So please go research that one for you, please, Bob Hope. Okay. Yep. Matter Mocha, thank you. I appreciate the motivation. True 111, thank you so much. Yeah, please discuss about twins. I've actually got already a video about twin flames. I've already done twin flames and soulmates. Okay. So that's already on my YouTube channel. If you go into my heaven information, it's in there. Okay. In the playlist, it's in there. I've already done twin flames and soulmates because they are separate. Do I believe in it? And what are they if they do exist? Okay. Let me just keep going back. Yep. Robert Harris says, thank you for the cards. Mel fell asleep. Caitlin, you want a card? Yes, you can. Just trying quickly, guys, because I really have to get off here. So I will be here Thursday, 5th of March, 4th of March if you're in the US or the UK, okay, area zones. It is my 60th birthday. There have been people that have emailed me asking if they could send me something. Please don't send me something because you don't know what I've got and what I like. I do prefer just a couple of dollars through PayPal, but I don't expect it. I'm not asking for it, okay? So one lady actually texted me the other day and said, I want to buy you a cheesecake for your birthday. And I was thinking, oh, please don't, because I'm very specific with my food. Okay, but So she ended up just giving me some money towards a cheesecake. So I'm going to get that on Thursday. Thank you to her for contributing towards a cheesecake. I've received a few parcels already in my post office box, but I do prefer PayPal contributions because then I can go get what I actually do need. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I've got the card. Okay, so this one is, where is it, Caitlin? You got the Three of Wands. Please go research what that one is for you. If you do want a private reading from me, well, guess what? That's a way of contributing towards my birthday as well. Okay. Yeah, and then we get a private chat. Yay! Okay. Who's this one? Doll City 999. Thank you. I love you too. Okay, so let's get you a card. Yeah, I've got heaps of spots available if you want private readings, guys. I don't charge. I only ask for contributions of what you're going to fall in. So use PayPal, then email me and let me know what you, how much you've sent over. I don't get offended. Okay, I know that we're all broke. So Doll City, you just got Six of Pentacles. There you go. Yay! Please go research what that one is. Okay. Bob Hope, God bless you, Linda. Happy birthday. Yay! Lind Violet, this one just popped out for you. Wow, that is fantastic about your healing and the gentleman you've helped. Well, honey, I help people every day. I'm just going to go there. About 4 years ago, I did a reading for a guy. He came through just like John Smith, right? But when we entered the Zoom call, he's actually worth about $250 million, and I've got about 6 of his DVDs outside. He looked at me and he said, "Do you know who I am?" And I went, "Yeah, I know who you are." And he said, "Well, I've got 2 roles coming up. If I do this one, will I win an Oscar? And if I do this one, will I win an Oscar?" And I said to him, "First of all, I understand that you live in Hollywood, that you want to win an Oscar, but don't do it just for the Oscar. Do it for what you're passionate about. If you do it this way, you're going to live happily knowing what you've done, even if you don't win an Oscar." But news, I did give him some information. I can't talk too publicly about who it is, where he is, what he does. But if you look at the nominations for not just the main actor in a leading role, but also look at the supporting role actor, because there's about 8 of them. One of them's him. He's come up. So there's a testimonial that I did like 4 years ago where I said, if you do this role, you'll get at least a nomination and there's a chance that you're going to win it. And now the movie's there. I know the movie because he told me, and he's now coming up for the Oscar. You know, when I told Ash Bartley, she came to a first aid training of mine. I was a first aid trainer. Ash Bartley walked in and she said, "Please don't tell people I'm here." And I said, "Of course not." So at the end, we were having this chat and she said, "What do you see?" You know, I don't know why she even thought I was the psychic. It was a really weird conversation. But at the end of it, I said to her, "Give up." She was in cricket. She was doing cricket. I said, "If you give up cricket and you get yourself back into tennis, I see you winning Wimbledon." She won Wimbledon. And guess what? There's proof of me talking to her. That's Ash Barty, the tennis player. She won Wimbledon. I told her, now that was March 16th. Look at the date, 16th, 2016. So if you Google when she won Wimbledon, you'll know I told her that before. So I don't have to talk about testimonials. I know I'm good. I'm not egotistical. I just laughed at myself then. So Bob Hope, God bless you. I gave you a card. Yes, you did. Lynn Violet says, "Wow, that's fantastic about your healing. Thank you so much." Doll City, can I get a card? I just gave you one. Yep, happy birthday. Thank you, everybody. All right, so I'm actually thinking this is a card for me. No, it's not, is it? No. Okay. She knows that this is how great her and I are. Whoever she is, I talk about her in woman because she was the one. Look, here's a photo of her at the pool. She appeared at the pool and there was water around her. It was just all energy. So I've seen her a few times, but she talks to me every day. So my first chapter in my book is, who is this woman? It's her. Okay. So she was with me when I went to heaven. She was one like directing me from area to area. And she was the one who now talks to me every day. So she knows so far more than what I do. So when I've got the comment stream here, she knows who's coming up next. So she flicks a card out because it's from her, from them, whoever they are. I don't flick the cards out. Okay. So now, guys, this is the end of my show. I'm just going to pick out a card for me. Card for me, Linda. Let's put my information in this for the next week. There it goes. It is that card. Yes, I just got told that was yes. Okay, so if you're wondering, I just got the 6 of Cups. Oh, it's got the Ninja Ginger in the corner. Okay, so that's my card for the week, 6 of Cups. That's it for me today. I will be here Thursday, 9 a.m. You're welcome to comment before I go live. Okay, no tarots. It's all psychic questions. I will be here. I will be going out for lunch with a friend, but because it's my 60th birthday. So if you do want to help support the channel, if you do want to subscribe, please set up your notifications. I do 2 lives a week for you guys. Okay. If you do want to contribute towards a psychic reading, one-on-one private, I don't share information unless people give me authority. As you can just see, Ash Barty did give me authority to do that. Okay. Just so you know. So I don't share personal information from anyone, and I do about 15 readings a week. For some reason, I'm clear this week. It's almost like it's celebration time for Linda. But if you do want a private reading from me, please make a contribution through PayPal. Yeah, and email me. Let me know where you are so we can set up time zones, and I send you a Zoom link. If you want my 5 books, I've got 5. They're in the description below on my website, lindaray.info. You can go read about them. Please don't buy them on Amazon. Come to me for PDFs, a lot cheaper. Okay. All collectively, they're about $150 if you buy all 5. Don't do that. Come to me. Then at least I get your money and you're not sending it over to a billionaire who doesn't really need it. Yeah, so that's me for today, guys. I'm going to go look at my card, the 6 of Cups. I hope today that I've given you some help. I hope I've given you some strength to move through the next week. Most of all, I hope and pray that I've given you enough love to fill you up and make you feel valuable, special, and most of all, deserving of all the gorgeous, beautiful things that are coming to us this year. It is a fire horse year. Go watch my 2026 prediction that I did in December, and you will see that a lot of that has already come true, and there is so much more to come. So on that note, stay in health, stay in harmony, and most of all, stay in that love emotion so we get through this, okay? Love yous all. Talk soon. Bye.